My name is Kulwinder Singh. If you actually make it two parts, it becomes Kulwinder. And I was a Kulwinder until 99. I was a handsome, good-looking guy. Then I got married. And I've been told it must be true. You know, we must tell the truth to the better half all the time in front of them. But there's an opportunity where I can actually, take a leverage on that part. I can talk about her here. Okay, this is not about glooming. The topic is something else, which we're going to talk about, Gloom to Glam. I'm gonna relate one of the glamorous actresses in the Bollywood to Hyderabad. Okay, Bipasha Basu. When we hear the name Bipasha Basu, she has a relation with Hyderabad, and I'm gonna link it in a very simple marketing way. Bipasha Basu is going around with John Abraham. You guys agree? All right. Bipasha Basu was going around with Dino Moria. Dino Moria was going around with Nandita. Nandita is ex-wife of Sanjay Kapoor. Sanjay Kapoor is present husband of Karishma Kapoor. Karishma Kapoor was supposed to go around, get married to Abhishek Bachchan. Abhishek Bachchan is married to Aishwarya Rai. Aishwarya Rai was going around with Salman Khan. Salman Khan was going around with a lady called Sangeeta Bijlani. And Sangeeta Bijlani is the present wife of Mohammad Azharuddin. Azharuddin is from Hyderabad. This is a simple way. This is simple marketing, right? It's very difficult. Believe me, you see the link goes around, and that's the glamorous piece. Okay, I'm going to talk about the gloomy part of here. This is a real story. Story about a father. This man from Texas was born to poor parents, started working hard, and he had a dream to fulfill. He wanted to buy a Ford SUV. He worked hard for good 40 years. He had a few girlfriends, but he didn't commit to them, purely for the reason because he wanted to save for the SUV. And that was a dream he was living through these 40 years. The day he bought the SUV, he called all the friends, relatives over, saying that, hey, this is the day I have fulfilled my dream. And there was a little 5-year-old boy, his son, equally ecstatic, saying, guys, come, this is my truck. My dad bought it for me. Eddie's son would do that. Say, come guys, come, have a look at it. This is my truck. This is Ford SUV and my truck. As a 5-year-old boy would be, he brought his toolbox also and started banging on the SUV. Little did he know that he was damaging the dream. And there was a man standing next to it. He says, son, what are you doing? Say, uncle, this is my car. My dad bought it for me. The man ran to the person who had this dream, to the father, saying, do you know what your son is doing? He ran up to the place and he saw there was a dent on the bonnet of the Ford SUV. The man was furious. He lost it. He lost it to the extent that he actually, which is a little gloomy part of it, he started hammering his son's hand with the same toolbox. Since that was the dream he was following for 40 years, little did he know that he was going a little far. The son was taken to the hospital, and when he got up in the evening after the operation, he had lost his hand. And the nurse came in, and the son said, I want to speak to my dad. So dad came in. This boy, little 5-year-old boy, said, I'm sorry, Dad. I damaged your car. I damaged your truck. But would you tell me when will my hand grow again? All right, this is a real story. The man committed suicide after 2 months. This is not something which I'm trying to cook up. And that's the gloomy part of it. Okay, it's not that I've gone that far. Okay, I've not gone that far. The story is about the team which we put together in mid 2008. We started seeing a dream saying that we need to take a step, aside, not, I would say, take a step back, and do something which you really enjoy. In the benefit of other guys, that in India, films are major part of the life, purely from not the social fabric or the other ways also. We get influenced with thinking, or the way people wear clothes, the way people speak, it gets influenced highly. And I was not an exception to it, or we were not exception to it. So what happened to us was a dream crashed in January 2009, purely from the perspective that it brought pain, agony to many of us in this city. It was actually a dream that we were supposed to move to a different location in the same month. We had taken all the precautions to move to a different location, but we had to undergo this, and the city has suffered a lot for that. So this is what we did. 5 of us who part of this dream, we started jumping different places. We were taking calculative risks. We were drawing our strategies, saying, what is that we need to do? I come from marketing background. There was a person who's extremely into the numbers. He's a banker from Deutsche Bank. There's a guy from the HR side, and there's a person coming from, again, a strong finance background. There's a person coming from the armed forces background. And when we thought that what is that we should do to set up as a business, this is what we thought of, saying we had a customer towards the later part of December last year, and 5 of us were not pursuing any career. We had to set up a facility in 15 days. We had to set up a studio, not facility. I'm sorry, that's an IT term which we've been used to. We had to set up a studio to service a customer from Europe within 15 days, because the project was with us, and he wanted us to execute that. People coming from HR, people coming from marketing, people coming from the global heads of marketing, HR, corporate services, finance, or the business, actually got onto the ground saying that, all right, let's make this happen. I'm sure I would have traveled in an auto rickshaw in the last, say, 5 years or 7 years, but other people who've got 35 years would not have traveled. But we were traveling in auto rickshaw in the month of December in Chennai. All right, this is just to tell you the perspective on how the whole change happened. I'm going to talk about later piece what we do, and I haven't revealed yet the firm which I work for. I'm sure it's there actually on the brochure, but and there is a story, important story to it. This is the 3 of us. I've lost some weight after that. The gentleman in the center happens to be the HR person. The other guy happens to be an Air Force guy who retired from Air Force. In the last 10 months journey, this is what we have managed to do. For a marketer or for a firm which supports businesses in terms of in the media and entertainment industry, it is important to have a big bang with you. The film which is in the center is the biggest Bollywood grosser of this year, while the film you can see on the far right is the biggest hit grosser in terms of collection, in terms of screens. So what we did with these films, or just to share, how did we enable this piece with the Salman Khan having those funny glasses and Rajinikanth looking as handsome as beautiful as Aishwarya Rai there. We actually thought we are in a business where we use the left side and the right side of the brain. There is an imagination part of it, and there is an intelligence part of it. So most of these creative guys, you find the artist, you find the singer, you can actually look at the performers. They generally have a part which is very strong, generally on the left hand side, saying imagination is really, really, really strong. But if you are a media entertainment company and you're trying to create a Pixar from India, or trying to create a Disney from India, you need to have a right balance. So we thought we will use this as a business, saying that we're going to combine imagination and intelligence. Okay, that's what we did, and we made them look good. We made them look, look good in terms of he's hitting one guy, 12 flying around, or the hero is chasing one of the trucks, turning into 15 robos or 20 robos and 80 robos and then 800 robos. I'm going to show that later part of it as what we did. So what has happened to us now? This is what we did. To be honest, we never thought that we're going to be in this industry. I thought I'm going to be with one of those firms where we're going to do the marketing of services, solution, products, and we're going to live a good life in that manner. And what brought the change in us, being an entrepreneur, I had never seen the finance side. I thought a marketer is always try to use the marketing spiel, whatever the budget he has, to show the value, to show the ROI. As we were looking at one of the TED Talks previously, the marketers are basically the storytellers. Marketers are basically to generate the demand, but they will never commit to the numbers. But out here, the thing changed in terms of geographies changed. We were supposed to handle in a manner that we decided that from India, what we're going to do is we're going to have a bread and butter, and from the West, we're going to get a cheese and jam, and things start working out. As I can show you this piece, this is a film from Hollywood, Land of the Astronauts. This is David Arquette, Courtney Cox's ex-husband. He's coming in this movie. It's gonna be at the Mumbai Film Festival. It was actually nominated at the Montreal Film Festival as well. Here the story is, which ends in my opinion. What I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a clip, which is 3 minutes clip. It will just show you that how things are done from a technology perspective. When I said imagination and intelligence, when you either provide 2D solution, or you provide the 3D solution, or you provide the visual effects, there is always an element where you use a lot of technology. So if you can put that up, and then I will come in. A writer who writes a story is also a dreamer. He actually sees a dream to make that into a film. But the guy who enables the dream sits behind. You can actually say that it could be the director, could be the cinematographer, could be the guy who's actually working the studio, and a piece which we address purely from visual effects. So whether it's Salman Khan looks cool, or Rajnikant looks cool there, or for that matter, Pawan Kalyan looks cool, is done purely from the technology perspective, and that's where we feel that we enjoy edge, because we come from the technology background, and we understand that aspect, how to address that piece. So there was a gloom, or rather gloomy affair which happened in the January, but if I'm standing here in October 2010, mind it, it is glamorous. If you rub your shoulder along with the Khans of this world, you actually walk 6 feet over the ground. You tell people saying, "Piche hat jao," get aside. I am there. I've arrived. And since I said these people are dreamers, I think in each one of us, we always have the dream to do something, and you need just those calculative risk and strategies. At those moments, if you actually can hold hand of your friend or colleague or your mentor, believe me, you can actually fulfill your dreams. Thank you very much.